have Mark Alexander taking the time to speak with Slough Observer just moments after successfully defending his BlackBeard MMA heavyweight title. Mark, congratulations. Tell us how the fight went for you.
Well, it was actually, he was a lot bigger than I thought he'd be, and he came at me really hard. I could see he didn't have much in the way of cardio, but he was very powerful, and he caught me with 3, 4, maybe 5 really strong hooks to the head. I weathered the storm, and then I could see he was getting tired. I caught him, kept saying, pop the jab, and I caught him a couple of times towards the end of the first. Second round, he was there for the taking, and I just unloaded on him.
Obviously, Mark, now that you won the fight, if you can just recap on your training, do you feel like your altered training regime has helped you tonight?
Oh man, I mean, although I made the fatal mistake of trying to get involved with a scrap with him, which I shouldn't have done because I'm a lot fitter and I'm a lot quicker. I should have danced around the ring. But I like a war as well, and he wanted to bring me a war, and I knew I had better power, and I could have done that war for 5 rounds. I could have gone for 5 rounds. He struggled to do a round. So my training has been on point. Danny Gort, love the man. He's put me through my paces. Didn't quite put me through my paces like that guy did, but I think sparring never replicates a fight. And No Man Khalid, he's the best coach around.
What were you thinking towards the end of the first round? Obviously, he caught you with a few shots. Were you realise then that you were in for a proper fight?
Well, I could see he had a lot more game about him than I ever anticipated. But even towards the end of the first, I could see he was huffing and puffing. I think he'd already given me his best. So I thought his game plan was to take me out in the first minute, and that was the end of his game. After that first minute, I started connecting with him because he didn't have any form of guard. And then once we got in the second round, I knew he was eating it. He was just eating punches, and he was never going to get up. He didn't want to get up. He was finished.
So talk us through the second round then, when you eventually stopped him to retain your belt.
Well, I just see his head was open. He had no guard, and I hit him with a solid. I think a left hook done him, and then followed through with a right to the temple, and he just seemed to crash to his knees. I can't really remember it. I was throwing in a flurry. Hopefully you'll have it, Rob.
Do you believe you actually boxed better this time round than when you won the title?
Mate, he was better than the Newcastle lad, but he was a lot bigger. He hit a lot harder. I mean, he did rock me. I did feel it. I was never going to take a knee, but I did feel it. But it's heavyweight boxing. I mean, what's he? That guy's got to be 18, 19 stone, I would have suggested. He hits you, you're going to stay hit. But I mean, it takes a lot to put me down, and I got the job done in the second round.
And what does this mean to you? Because you've got a big smile on your face, a veteran fighter, you're holding that belt, you must be absolutely delighted.
Well, I'm 47, Rob, as you know. I mean, you put 48 in the paper once, so I couldn't have that. Sorry. And, you know, if I'm still doing this at 47 against guys 10, 15 years younger than myself, I've got to take a little bit of credit out of that. And I credit my training partner, Dan Gart, credit No Man Khalid for making me that fit. But, you know, I'm the one who has to put it in. I'm the one who has to get up when my bones are aching. And yeah, I'm taking a lot of pride out of this. I don't know how many more times I can do this to my wife because she's in pieces over there. So this could be my last fight, unfortunately.
If I can ask you the personal question, how did your wife feel when you go into fights like this?
Well, she looked like she had the paramedics with her. So I'm putting her through too much now. I'm 47. I think I've done my bit. I want to help Dan Galt retain his power box title. I'm going to help him with some sparring, but I don't think I can keep doing this to my wife. So I think I'll have to know when time's caught up with me.